Ladies and gentlemen, you are now listening to the Slightly Daily Podcast. This is episode number 101. It's 101. We're here, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I have two guests with me. DJ has been here before.
Yep.
And Presley, please introduce yourself.
I'm Presley. I'm an artist from Lebanon, and I'm currently working in Nashville. I'm a tattoo mentor, and that's pretty much my life right now. It's all about that.
So, when you hear, for my Tennessee people, if you know where Lebanon is, it's not like a big prominent city in Tennessee. Kind of tell me, like, what made you want to, like, take a liking to art or drawing or whatever? Like, what was kind of your first medium that you chose, you know?
Yeah. Ever since I was little, it's just been something. I mean, like when you're in elementary school, they have like coloring assignments. Like color this. I've always been drawn to it. I've always been like naturally good at it, I guess.
Yeah.
And my teachers would like write on my report card and everything like, oh, she's such a good little artist. So it's just kind of always been a thing. Unfortunately, in like smaller cities in the South, like Lebanon, like there's not as much attention paid to the arts and things like that. So I didn't really know that it was like such a big thing. Like I didn't know the world of art was so big until pretty recently, until I, got older. But it was always just a thing, like through school, through high school, and then it just like slowly came into my entire career.
Okay, what was like the first thing that you drew or painted that you were like, man, I'm pretty good at this? What was like one of the first things that you made you realize that you were pretty decent at art?
Yeah, I mean, so at my grandma's house, she has this little like watercolor fruit bowl that I did when I was probably like 7 years old. Yeah. And like looking at it, I'm like, wow, like now that's pretty impressive because I drew it from life, which means just like looking at it and painting it.
Yeah.
So I think
you painted it.
Yeah, I painted it with watercolor. And I think that was like the first thing that I didn't realize how advanced that was as a child.
How old would you say? Like 6, 7, 8 years old?
Yeah, I was like 7.
Okay.
But that's like my first like piece of art, I guess, that I still have. DJ, how do you feel about her art?
It's really nice.
They're a couple together, by the way. So I've actually, I've had me and Mylena have done a couple like couples podcasts, but I've never had like a couple on here. So this is really cool. I don't have a whole lot of females either. Not that I don't want to, but like I'm not friends with a lot of girls. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had Julie on here. Actually, I had the last girl I had on here was she does art and stuff too.
Oh, cool.
She has like her own she like designs one of like shoes and stuff and like a lot of like graphic designs shit that I don't understand. But anyway, how do you feel about her art, bro?
It's pretty impressive how fast she can do like detailed. Like I show you that picture that she did of me.
Yeah. Like
she did that profile. In like 30 minutes.
Something like that.
While I was playing the game, and it was just like so detailed, so quick. It was just like, man, like it's pretty crazy. You
know what's funny is what made me think. So what she was saying about when she was a kid, I related to her like natural talent, natural ability. Whenever the teachers were like, wow, she's a good painter, or whether she's got like a artistic values in her, it made me think of us as like being athletic and playing sports growing up. Like when we were like 7 years old, we just kind of naturally were like, oh, I can just run and catch and throw a ball. Yeah. Like since we played ball and stuff, and it's kind of crazy how like it's like a stuff you can do with your brain too. It just kind of comes naturally. Like I was never a good drawer. I always played sports. That was all I cared about. Right. Sports and like Game Boy games,
Pokemon and
exactly. I never wanted to like paint. I wasn't good.
Yeah. I painted a lot when I was younger because of my grandmother. She's an artist, and every time we were over there, she would just put supplies in front of us, and we would just do our thing.
Do it.
Yeah. But that would be it.
Nathan, my friend Nathan, he spray painted that for me. That just a canvas. He's like a psychopath for spray paint. That's like his thing.
I would love to get into spray paint.
Nathan draws too. He's got like this sketchbook. Just he can draw anything. Just like crazy stuff. Like when I was doing music, all of my covers were just drawings from his sketchbook that might not have had anything to do with the song, but I was just like, I'm putting this on my SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said tattoos. How many do you have right now? A ton?
Not a ton, unfortunately, because
she
I'm not
will
old
have
enough
a ton.
to have a ton.
Okay,
yet.
okay.
But I have a half sleeve.
Okay.
So that's probably made up of about like 5 or 6.
Okay.
And then I have this one, my most recent one,
Okay.
and then a little one over here. So
Word.
about 8.
Getting there. Okay.
She's always talking about how she wants more.
Yeah.
Like, she says it's like an addiction.
It is.
How did you get into the tattoo apprenticeship? Like, I mean, I assume that's not an easy position to get. You know, I assume
not. It's hard. It's really hard because it's kind of a gated profession to get into because you have to find somebody that will apprentice.
Yeah.
But
I found her, Loki.
Yeah, I had a different mentor, but because of the laws with tattooing, you kind of have to, it has to be very specific.
Yeah.
And he taught me a lot about the world of tattooing, but the woman I'm with now, her name's Alicia, she's amazing. But DJ found her originally.
Yeah, because I wanted to get, there's a tattoo that I want to get. It's a painting of what my grandmother like drew. And I was like looking for an artist like that would best do it, and then I found her somehow, and then a few months later she hit her up for
I just sent her my portfolio, and I was like, hey, like, are you taking apprentices?
Yeah.
Like, what's up? And surprisingly, she was like totally down for it. So
it's crazy how just kind of sticking your neck out there, it's scary, but it works sometimes, you know? Like, I feel like as humans, we kind of we're kind of scared of rejection, you know? And like, I mean, you know that cliche quote, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I mean, it's corny. It's like corny because we hear it so much, but it's very, very true and relevant to life. Okay. What is the difference between drawing on paper and drawing on skin?
It's a lot different. For one, the canvas or the paper is alive.
Yeah.
So you can only do so much.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody's getting tired, if they're moving around, you kind of have to work with the client. But other than that, it's just the technique is different.
Yeah.
The way you have to shade is different because the needle is going into the skin, like in and out underneath the skin. Whereas, like, a pencil or paint is just gliding on top.
Yeah.
So that's the main difference.
Okay. How many tattoos what's like the craziest tattoo that you've seen being in the field someone get?
People get face tattoos.
Yeah, that's wild.
I mean, that's
wild.
Yeah, it's intense. And then some people get just like their skin completely blacked out, which I would assume would hurt. I mean, I don't have any tattoos like that, just like completely blacked out. But, I mean, there's a lot of crazy things that people get done, for sure.
It's crazy. The tattoo industry is something that's been around for so long. I mean, even if you look back in, like, ancient cultures and stuff, they were doing tattoos, you know, like African tribes and stuff doing the stick and poke things, and, like, tribal tattoos, like, you know, the tribal patterns and shit, like, that we get now that's, like, super... Americanized, like that was that was like that's something that they do down in South America, like in the tribes. It's crazy. The whole culture of that is kind of crazy. That it's been around for thousands of years and it's still here. Now it's a business. It's a booming business.
True.
You open a tattoo shop and you got some credibility. To such and such was in here. Oh, well, I'm going to him because he tattooed Lil Wayne. Like, you know, that's crazy. DJ, you gonna get a tattoo?
Yeah, the one that like a picture of my grandmother painted.
Okay.
That one, and then maybe I might let her do one.
Okay.
Maybe.
How big? How big?
I want it
thinking?
on my forearm, so whatever works, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I plan on only doing that one.
Yeah.
But she says that it's an addiction. So once you get one, you're just gonna want another and another and another.
Yeah.
I personally don't have any. I might get some, but I've never had the urge.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't have my ears pierced or anything. I've never done anything crazy with my hair. Besides when we bleached our hair at Riverdale. But, like, that was for, like, a month.
Yeah, true.
And then it was gone.
Yeah.
So, you were saying something about a website.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you did anything like that. What is that? What do you do?
Well, my website is just presleyartistry.com, and it has my portfolio on it, drawings, paintings.
Nice.
I've done some graphic design too. That's on there. It just has information about me. Like, I can do murals, just really anything that's, like, about me and the art I do. You can just find it all in one place.
That's
on
cool.
there.
So you do all that yourself? Like, you run the whole website yourself, or you have someone helping you out?
Yeah, I run it myself. I just set it up using a different website and just put it all together.
Yeah. Okay. Have you had anybody reach out to you through your website or through, like, your art?
Yeah, I recently got somebody reached out to me about doing a mural for, like, this. I think it's a vet or, like, a pet kennel thing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be doing that this summer, and I'm excited about it. I love doing murals. That's one of my favorites.
Like, whole walls.
Mm-hmm.
She just did one, last 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I just helped
Nashville?
out with one. It wasn't mine, but I was just there kind of helping. And it is one in Nashville, and it's just really beautiful. I don't know. There's something about a mural that everybody can appreciate just driving by. It's like one of the best ways to expose art.
Yeah. I mean, you even think, like, the Sistine Chapel, they had paintings on the ceiling and shit back. I mean, this is 1,000 years ago. You know, like, religious paintings, like, you know, on the ceiling. That's some next level shit. But it's a mural. Like, it by definition, it's a mural. It's a painting on the wall. So how long have you had the website running for?
It's fairly new. I just set it up because it was a part of my apprenticeship.
Okay.
So to just, like, get my stuff out and have it prepared for me to post tattoos and everything on. So I just got it up probably like a month ago.
Oh, okay.
And it's gotten a lot of views, so that's good.
Nice. What do you use? Do you use Wix or WordPress? GoDaddy. Okay, okay. Word. That's cool that, you know, there's value in having Twitter and Instagram and stuff, but having, like, a .com, like a website, is still very valuable.
Yeah.
It makes your business look legitimate.
Yeah, it does.
You know, I mean, we're in this kind of weird transitional period where social media, I mean, it's been a thing for 10 plus years now, but it's becoming, like, way, way, way more immersive, where some people, you can have, like, whole businesses just from having an Instagram account, like a whole clothing brand, you know, and you take orders by DM or some shit. Like, you kind of don't, you need a website, I think, if you're a legit business, but, like, you can get away with just a Twitter now.
Yeah,
it's crazy. How far did you are you at MTSU right now, or were you?
I was at MTSU.
Okay.
Yeah, I did music at MTSU.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's talk about that.
It was great. Music is definitely a passion. I miss it. And I'm talking, like, orchestra and, like, wind ensemble, that type of music. But it's just, like, the love of my life. It is so fun. Anybody who's done it knows. Yeah. But it's hard for people on the outside to understand. We were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, she was playing classical music.
You're just like, this is tight. Like, I like it, I guess.
But she's just over here geeking, like, man, sounds so good. Like, this part, these instruments sound good when they mixes with this.
The arrangement.
Like, exactly.
Yes.
And I'm just like,
what did you play? What instruments did you play?
My main instrument was French horn, but I also played mellophone in the marching band, and then trumpet. What is that? It's okay. So, like, a French horn, the bell, the part that the sound comes out of, is facing backwards. Okay. So you can't march with it. So it's basically a French horn that's, like, it looks like a trumpet, but it sounds like a French horn.
Okay. Interesting.
If that makes any sense.
Like a hybrid kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you were in marching band?
At MTSU.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You know, it's funny. I grew up around MTSU. I've lived in Murfreesboro my whole life, and grew up around MTSU football, all that stuff. And my family used to make fun of me because my favorite part of the games used to be the band.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, I just loved it. What it was my grandmother loved it, and that was just always. They always used to clown me because I mean, I played sports and shit growing up, but band was my shit. My mom played the flute in high school.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, at Riverdale.
Yeah.
So I mean, and so you got into MTSU from music.
Yes.
Obviously, because you were in the marching band.
Yeah.
At MTSU.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I made All-State, and it was just my entire life, just like you guys with baseball.
Yeah.
Like, that was my thing. And I did art, too, but really back then it was mainly about playing horn. Yeah. So I got into MTSU doing that, and it was still my life for a long time until I discovered tattooing.
Okay. You must have stopped going to school, like, recently.
Yeah, pretty recently.
Like the fall, like you quit. Or, like, were you in school, like, last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was. It was recently. I think the whole COVID thing played a huge role in school and all that.
I have my brother and sister at MTSU right now. I can't imagine being in college right now doing everything online.
Yeah, it was hard.
I can't imagine. Like, because I had some, we did online classes and stuff, and it was okay for, like, 1 or 2 classes, but I can't imagine everything being virtual. And I can't, I'm sure there's a lot of people that were just like you and quit school because of that. The mental labor, like, and just being at home for, like, oh my gosh. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a homebody, but damn, I can't work. I don't think I could work from home.
Yeah. Yeah, and not only that, but, like, I was a music education major, and with COVID, like, everything's going online, and I feel like that's just progressing the online schooling, and I was wanting to teach, like, middle school or high school, so who knows, like, what the future of band would be like with everything going online. So that played a huge role in it as well.
So you wanted to be a teacher, a music teacher?
Yes.
That's always I mean, you can always go back. It's like, that's the thing about college, is like a lot of people think that that you have to fit, like, you have to be in college when you're 18 years old. You don't. Like, you don't have to be. You can go back when you're 35. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go back whenever and come and finish that shit off. Like my brother, he's still in school. Like, this will be his 5th year, and, like, he's almost done, but I keep trying to tell him, like, it doesn't matter. Like, just keep going. Like, it doesn't matter you didn't finish in 4 years. You know? DJ, classical music. Give me what was, like, one. You remember a title of a song that you played? Or?
I don't remember the title, but I remember the one that sounded like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That one was nice.
Was
I remember, like,
Slightlee.
looking out the window as it was
Just
playing.
like,
that was like.
So
are
you into, like, scoring movies and shit? Like, does that, like, is that like is that like does that like appeal to you? Like, is that entertaining?
Yes.
Like, when you hear, like, the Harry Potter theme song, or, like, Fast and Furious or whatever the fuck, like man, they snapped on this.
Yes, and we'll be watching a movie and I'll be like, listen to the music, like, listen to this film score in the background, and he's like, girl, what? But seriously, it's exciting to me. Okay. But I love that kind of stuff.
We watched the first Harry Potter because she liked the score to that one so much.
Wow. That one specifically?
That one specifically.
Who are some composers that you like?
There's so many. John Williams, of course, he's a classic.
What does he do?
He's done Harry Potter, Jurassic Park, E.T. He's done a lot of things. I love him. But one of my other favorites is John Mackey, and he composes for a wind band, so not string instruments, but just wind instruments. And it's just beautiful. Like, I love, like, emotional, slow music.
For sure.
I'm into that, but a lot of composers do, like, fast and exciting stuff. But that's not really my thing.
Okay. What are some other movies that you like the score to? Like, some movies or movie series, like, or TV show or something?
There's so many. My all-time favorite is E.T. I think that is just like the greatest thing. I would love to play that myself, like in an orchestra.
Okay.
But Harry Potter, of course. There's just Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
John Williams did Star Wars
Yeah.
too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But those are the top
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, Star Wars that have the music. It's crazy that the music in these shows and movies and stuff will set the tone or set fire up an emotion just from some guy doing this and playing the violin, and everyone, there's like 500 people playing instruments at the same time. I don't know how many people specifically, but a lot.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
A lot. How many
Yeah.
people are in like a normal, like that type of setting?
It really depends.
Yeah.
I would say the estimate is probably like 60 to 70.
Okay.
I would say that's
a
like
lot. It's a lot of people.
Yeah, and I was
to be on
telling
the same
him,
page.
yeah, like I was telling him, with new music, with technology, you can layer all these,
Yeah.
however many sounds you want. But
Yeah.
whenever you're with a band or orchestra, like y'all are playing
Together.
at the same
Yeah.
time, so it's crazy.
Wow. How did you feel whenever you came to like the end of your instrument journey? Like, was it hard to like quit, like finally say, all right, I think I'm done?
Yeah, it was really hard. It was like a breakup. Like
Yeah, I believe it.
it still is.
I cried
hard.
my last baseball game. Whenever
it's
we
like
lost,
that. It's exactly
I
the same.
cried. I was like, dude, I've been playing baseball since I was 3 years old.
Yeah, that was hard. My last football game at MTSU, that
yeah.
was so hard because it's so much fun, and there's nothing like coming together as a group
Yeah.
or a team.
For sure.
You know,
You
it's
guys are
really sad.
playing an important role in the games too, especially college sports. It's different in the pros, but like you know that you hear that live band at like a UT game or like
Yeah.
like a big college like Ohio State or like a big ass
Yeah.
stadium, and you can hear the band wherever you go.
Mm.
Like you're at the concession stand, you can still hear the band.
Yeah.
Like
It's the atmosphere.
It is.
Like the band creates the atmosphere.
hmm My sister did cheer last year or year before last, and it was year before. Actually, I can't remember. It was this fall because of COVID. Yeah, and there was like no fans. Like who are they cheering on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
That's funny.
And like, I mean, I'm sure that the band still showed up during COVID, but like,
It wasn't the same.
just not
Yeah.
the same. What did you like doing more? Did you do basketball too? No?
Not really.
Not really.
Not really.
I was gonna say which one did you like more? Because like I know basketball is like way less.
Smaller,
It's like
yeah.
20 people or whatever
Yeah.
they have. Like it's
Yeah.
not like the full get up. Yeah, they have like a drum set there too sometimes, and like a guitar,
Yeah.
just jamming.
Yeah, a lot of people. Well, it's just like a little portion of the football marching band that does it. But I didn't. I did like one game. You get paid to do them though,
Oh, really?
which is nice.
How do they get away with that?
I think because like it's not a requirement, they have to get people to do it somehow. So I think
That's cool.
They just pay a few
I'll take
players to
that, and I'm
come.
sure you get like a free meal.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's a concession stand voucher. Get you a hot dog and some Coke. DJ, what kind of music have you been putting her onto?
A lot of R&B.
Yeah.
R&B.
Yeah. We just listened to a song. What was it? It was by this guy named Active Child. What was it
I
called?
do not remember what it was called.
But that was on this show called The Magicians, and it was like it played during the scene, and it was just so like captivating that I had to save it.
Yeah.
Like, shit. Hold on.
This song like led us into talking about classical music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Literally
yeah.
yesterday.
A nice bridge, a nice segue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mostly just alternative R&B. Yeah, I mean, she listens to like Megan Thee Stallion and all
She's cool.
the female
you know?
rappers and stuff.
So that's what I was gonna ask you. You kind of like listen to a little bit of everything, or is there like do you hate country music, or like do you hate like rock? Like like what are some what's your music taste like?
I feel like I listen to a lot of different stuff. There's nothing I hate. I mean, I'm from Lebanon. Like, I can't hate country music
Yeah.
because I listened to a lot of it growing up.
Yeah.
But my favorite is like Janae Aiko.
Hey, babe.
Janae Aiko, like alternative R&B, like that's my favorite. SZA. He's put me on Mac Miller and Kanye, which since he's much older than me, he knows about all this like fire music that I'm just now discovering. Yeah. So yeah.
But she listens to some oldies like the 80s. We listen to a lot of 80s
a lot
stuff.
of old stuff too.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some stuff that even DJ's not hip to that you're like, oh, this is some new shit. I don't even know nothing about this.
She was putting me on Doja Cat
I
yesterday.
was putting him on Doja Cat.
I mean,
like, moo, I'm a cow.
Yeah.
And it was low-key fire.
it was a vibe.
Yeah.
DJ, go over there to that shelf and grab her like 4 or 5 stickers. I've been trying to get rid of these stickers for like a year. Just grab her like a pinch of them. Boom, there we go.
I've got some of these, and I would put them in like the Amazon vans when I would leave.
Yeah, just flash the camera real quick. Take those, do what you want with them. Put them on your MacBook, whatever.
Okay.
I try and give anybody those. I bought way too many. Like I've had these for like a year now, and I still have like 150 of them.
Yeah.
I have way too many. Presley, what's going on in 2021 for you? What are you most excited about for this year with like your job ventures, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, the number one thing is I'm getting my official tattoo license. Well, I'm on the way. At the end of this year, I will be tattooing under my mentor. And then next year, I will have my official tattoo license. So that's super exciting. I can't wait to have real clients. Yeah. Like moving, living, breathing clients to tattoo and connect with them and do some amazing art.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm excited about.
DJ, you have anything else you want to say, bro, before we get off of here?
I'm just here for moral support.
I appreciate you coming back again. Tell me how happy are you guys to be together?
Pretty happy right now.
Pretty happy right now?
Yeah. I mean, we have fun chilling with each other every day.
We vibe every day.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Any final thoughts? This is episode 101.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Awesome. I feel special.
It's pretty cool. Presley, DJ, thank you guys. I'll link what you have. Do you have like a personal page and then like a art page?
Yeah, I do.
Type deal? Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'll link that in the blog and on the YouTube link and all that shit. So just send me whatever you want. Yeah, go follow these guys. This was awesome. I got a new perspective on classical music and scoring. Next time I listen to a movie, I'm gonna or watch a movie, I'm just gonna be listening to like, oh wow, they really put this right here, and that's why I feel anxious right now.
Yes. Exactly.
Thank you guys. Episode 101.